Welcome back to Pink Odd Bird. What I'm trying to do with this board game that I found at the thrift store for a whopping $2 is see if I can break this down and what's inside of it, use it as book covers, and make some journals out of it. As you know, like it's typical game board, so it's kind of like a good weight chipboard. So let's go ahead and take a look inside. Alright, so I'm just going to take the cover off. This is a game called Guess How Much I Love You. It's from 1994. I don't know if it's originally older than that, but that's what the game is called. So inside, there's these, like I don't know if you can see the weight of these, but there's some pretty pieces of chipboard. And my objective is going to be that these can function as the sole covers because they're already decorated. So I want to try and preserve as much of these as I can so that we can get these nice covers that are already decorated and not have to worry about covering them. So as you can see, and then there's some other little fun pieces in here, some chipboard pieces. I could use these in various places. So let's see how we can maximize usage out of these items.
All right, so what I decided to do here was break down the cover of the game box and use the folded pieces as potential spines. I am using a box cutter. If you decide to do this, please be careful because they are sharp.
All right, so I've got some potential spines here. These, so these, how tall are these? Let's see, they're also a little over 13. And I think what I want to do is find somewhere like around 6.5. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is find a spot where I'm okay with cutting the image. And, all right, so that's what we have, which is perfect. And let's see, these are about 9.5. So I'm going to cut about 1/4 off here. And over here, let's get these to 9 inches. All right, so now that I've got my height, I think let's get these to about, I don't know, let's somewhere around 6 inches, let's say. Yeah, 6 inches, perfect. All right, now we've got that. Oh, let's pick a spine. All right, let's take this one. I'm just gonna let it be the width that it is, and I'm gonna cut this down to, well, I'm gonna take a little bit off here to clean that up. And then let's get it to 9 inches also. Here's what we have out of what originally started like this has now become this. The next step in our process is going to be how can we connect these? So, let me think about this and I'll be right back. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is take this duct tape, and I think I'm going to line this up on one side. This is trial and error, you guys, because I don't really know if this is going to work, but we'll see. I want to cut this down a little bit, I think. Well, do I? Maybe not. Maybe not. let's just, because I'm trying to preserve this, but I think in the end, I don't really think I'm going to be able to. So I'm just going to go ahead and place this one down. And burnish it. Make sure it stays. Okay. And I'm going to, let's see. So that's going to be what the front cover is going to look like. So this is going to be the back cover. So let us add the duct tape here as well. And make sure you are in the right direction. So we've got a nice gap in there on either side, and I'm going to burnish this side down. All right, and then do I want to fold this over, or yeah, let's go ahead and fold it over. Let's fold it over. I was going to cut it off, but let's give the bottom a finished look. So folding that over, same on this side. So that's what we have so far. Now what I was thinking for the inside is I have a bit of Tyvek here, and I have some muslin. So what I was thinking is, I'm trying to think of how I can maximize the strength for the spine, because, you know, typically when we do this, we're wrapping the spine and we're reinforcing it and all that great stuff. But this is a little bit different, right? So, all right, so I'm not going to worry about measuring it yet. Let's go ahead and just glue this down on one side. And on the other side, I don't think it's going to be this. Well, you know what? Let me just not. Glue here. Okay. This part could potentially be skippable. I don't really know yet because I have never done this. All right, so now that we've got that in, take your fabric scissors, wherever they are, and let's cut this out. So we have a piece of our muslin and our Tyvek on the inside. Now I would like to measure this out. So I'm going to grab my ruler. All right, and we know that the height of our book is 9 inches. So I'm just going to mark off 9 inches to get me started. Actually, I should probably do it like this also. All right, so that's what we have so far. All right, now let's see. Do I want to fold these over? Yeah, let's fold this over and fold that over. I guess if you're going to be really particular about having, you know, things measured how you want, you can do that, but you can freestyle this just like I am, so that's totally fine. I'm just going to add a bit of glue here because we are going to sew. If you are not going to be stitching, then you will want to reinforce this a little bit better. Now, before I take this to my sewing machine to give it a better look than what we have right now, I'm going to take my board and make sure that what we have is good. Again, I'm not being too particular here. Okay. I like it just shy of the 9 inches. Okay, so I'm happy with this. Yeah. I'm now going to go sew around this perimeter to seal it off. Okay, so as you can see, I have stitched around the perimeter of this haphazardly. And now I'm going to want to get this adhered down to our book board. Now, I'm going to take my burnisher and just press everything down. And I want to kind of make sure that we get it into the space that we left here for the gusset in the spine. Okay, just getting that in there. So this will help it, and you want it to be trained to fold to close. Okay, so I guess if you wanted to, you could put this on the outside also, but I kind of was liking the look of the gold because it kind of goes with the colors in the board. So I'm just gonna leave this how it is here. I think, yeah. All right, guys, it worked. It worked. Sweet. So I'm just gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna go ahead and work on the others. From here, all you do is build your signatures. Make sure you build enough that will go in here for whatever kind of book that you're making. I reckon the next time you see this will be when I have a flip through of the finished project. But I wanted to be sure to come and show this to you guys. If you guys want to give this a try, please do. Let me know how you guys like my method. If you guys have a better way to do this, please feel free to talk about it in the comments below, because we all learn from each other, don't we? Any suggestions on things that I maybe could have done differently, I'm open to everything. It was a trial and error, and so far I think it's a success. I guess if you don't see this here as a flip through, then something went wrong. Okay, so that's gonna wrap it up for me, and this is how you can get yourself a nice book cover out of a pre-designed game box or game piece or game board. And yeah, make sure you look at all the other bits that you get in there too, because a lot of different things can be used out of these board games. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. Be sure to stay tuned, because you never know what direction this odd flock of ours is heading into. And until next time, toodaloo.